Yo, bike check tonight. Well, thanks for joining the room. Bike check. We're coming at you from Portland, Oregon with an open mic and an open mind. I'm Dan Kaufman. I'm hosting the show tonight. And I see we've already got a room a-brewing, which is great because we've got inspirational videos. But before we even get to these inspirational videos, before we even talk about the show, I want to show you some footage from last night from the NDAA protest march. This is stuff you did not see live if you're watching because I got it on my camera phone and I edited something together here for you. So it's good to see everybody in the room. Let's take a look at this video from last night. Here we go.
I wasn't using those rights anyway.
Everyone with cameras, take pictures, get badge names and numbers.
Yeah. What's the charge? Get badge names, numbers. What's the charge?
They will arrest you if you're off the sidewalk.
Get on the sidewalk.
There's no sidewalk. Get out of here.
What's the charge? Jaywalking.
Seriously? Anything to get us.
I think so. I don't know for sure.
Dude, charge is jaywalking.
Yeah, I want to get the
All right. And that was scenes from last night. That last thing that you saw, the last gentleman you saw there was Chris from Gresham, and he's with Occupy Gresham, and it's good to see him out here representing Occupy Portland. And wait a second, I think that might be Chris right now. Chris, did you see yourself there? I hope you did. And Bao Vong, we interviewed him last night, and you saw the arrest. Well, not the arrest, the detainment, and they let him go, and he did a really good job with that. So we appreciate all his hard work and having to put himself a little bit in harm's way last night with the police. And it was good to see them clear out and skedaddle after they realized that, you know, they weren't really going to put him in the back of the squad car for jaywalking. You know, it's interesting because people out there were worried about our rights, and one of the rights that we're worried about is the First Amendment. And when they start, detaining people for jaywalking, when they normally wouldn't, there was no cars there at all. I saw what happened. When they start detaining people for that kind of thing, then it's basically a chilling of the First Amendment right, and that's what we're concerned about. I wanted to start off with that stuff because it's not quite inspirational. It's inspirational that there's people out there who are willing to sacrifice to get out there to protest this stuff, but it's not inspirational that President Obama signed the NDAA bill on January 31st. It's not inspirational that our rights are being taken away. It's not inspirational that the Gresham police and mayor don't think bikes should be allowed in their skate park that the citizens paid for. Those are all uninspirational things. But I've got a whole host of inspirational videos for you tonight. Videos that are going to make you want to get out and do things. They're going to make you want to get out and ride your bike. They're going to make us want to get out and protest and get BMX in the park. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about tonight. So let's start off. Oh, also, we've got Outfitting the Revolution. I've got a tool to show you for bicyclists or just about anybody, actually. And yeah, and so we've got a whole lot of videos, a whole lot to talk about. So let's get to it. Let's start off with some inspiration from a very young man who says, you can do it if you just believe in yourself. You can ride a bike. Here we go. Thanks for watching Crank My Chain, Two-Way TV's Bike Check.
I feel.
Do you feel alive?
I feel happy of myself.
I feel happy of yourself too. What do you got? Any words of wisdom? What about for all the other kids trying to learn how to ride their bike? Can you say anything to them?
Everybody, I know you can believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you will know how to ride a bike. If you don't, you just keep practicing. You won't get the hang of it, I know it. If you keep practicing, you will get the hang of it, and then you can get better and better at it after you do it.
Give me some thumbs up.
Thumbs up, everybody!
All right.
For rock and roll!
Yeah. I like that. He does the Dick Nixon 2 fingers in the air at the end, but man, that guy's way cooler than Dick Nixon, that's for sure. All right. How's that for some inspiration? Yeah. You can do it, people. You can do it. We can do it. We can make it happen. You know, what is your excuse for not riding a bike? What is your excuse? Let's hear it, because tonight we are going to blow your excuses away. We're going to get you on a bike. We're going to get me on a bike. Ah, yes. But we need to outfit the revolution. We need to, if you're inspired, you need to have the right tools. And I am going to sound like a Leatherman commercial right now. I just love Leatherman products. They're built right here and made in Portland, Oregon, USA, with just the top of the line steel. This is like, they use surgical grade stuff. And you know what? I think I'm going to start calling those guys and tell them that I want to make some videos for them because I just think they're great. And I use their products all the time. So let's start off with, if you want a lightweight Leatherman tool, the Juice right here. Simple, light. You don't even have to open it up to get to the knife or the bottle opener. I mean, really, those are the two things you need right there. A knife, bottle opener, pliers. Boom, 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 boom. Pliers, wire cutters. You've also got scissors, and you've got various sizes of flathead screwdrivers, very small, very teeny tiny, that you can also use for opening really small Phillips screwdrivers. So 3 sizes of flathead, and over here on the other side you got a standard Phillips that fits most Phillips situations. I put a little ring on all of my Leathermans. That way I can hook them to my keys and just put them on my belt loop. And there we go. So that's the Juice. That's great for lightweight. It's nice. Now, if you want something that's got a little bit more horsepower to it, the Leatherman Wave. They still make this one. It's really good. The Wave has also got the knife. You don't have to open it to get to the knife. A little bit sharper and higher quality knife. You've got the saw. You know, I don't really usually need to get to the saw quickly, you know, like, I was also thinking about that, like, you know, what if you needed to, you know, you're in a self-defense situation, you pull the knife out, but you accidentally open the saw, you know, like, I'm going to saw you, I swear I'll saw your nose off. But they lock, it's locking, it's really nice, it's not going to come back on you. You also, without opening it, have a file, a wood file and a regular file. You can file your nails with it. And what was on the other side here? Oh, and another saw. This is actually good for cleaning fish as well. Really nice pliers, various screwdrivers. You saw how that worked on the other. A really good scissors. Bop, bop, bop. And so there you go. Now, you say, well, what about Allen wrenches? That's a good question. You're riding your bike. This is a neat little tool, add-on that you can get that solves the Allen wrench problem. So this fits in here. You take it out. Now I don't know if this works with the Juice. I've never tried it, but you put it in basically backwards like this. Now you've got this tool. It can also go like this, so you can really get some torque on this thing, and you can put in various bits which you can buy at the hardware store, so you can get all your standard Allen wrench sizes for your bike, and other, you can get you know, you could get a 10 wrench, you know, box end wrench, so, you know, number 10 and number 9. You could have all the different wrenches and things, and then you could just carry them in here or in your bike gear. So with your Leatherman and this, you can essentially have a multi-tool for your bicycle. And most bicycle multi-tools are not going to come with pliers and wire cutters and all those other tools that you might need when you're out there in the world doing who knows what. You know, there's no chain tool. You know, yeah, but that's separate. You know, your multi-tools, you're never going to see a chain tool in a multi-tool. The chain tool is just one of those things you just got to carry along if you so choose. You could disassemble a stormtrooper, and that's a persona anonimo. Anonymous. I think we make a song out of that. Persona anonymous. That is anonymous. Anonymous person. We've got Anonymous in the room tonight. I guess we should have been expecting you. All right. Yes. Oh, Bob says that he was on a boat trip and the motor broke down and someone fixed it with his Leatherman. See, there you go. And he didn't even have to do the fixing. He gets the credit because he brought the tool. You know? Good job. There you go, Bob. Bringing your tool. Smart thing to do. All right. Well, so Leatherman, that's our thing tonight. If you know anybody at Leatherman and they need videos done, I would be delighted to work for them. And if I do make any videos for Leatherman, we'll put them up on the show, of course. So, we're going to have our understudy tonight. Lucas, the engineering understudy, is coming into the room. And we figure it's good for us to have Lucas in the room and helping engineer the show because he's actually closer to the median age by a significant amount to people who find us at Stickham. By the way, you're watching Bike Check, and there he is. Oh, wave, Lucas. Okay. No, you got to hide for your own protection. That's all. Yeah, NDAA police are watching this video, so, you know, I'm already old. I've already lived my life. They can throw me in Guantanamo. But you've got a big life ahead of you. So, Giro Protagonist, that's Nathan, says, hello, Lucas. Yo, Lucas. And you want to see more of the studio? Well, if we zoom out too much, then you'll see the sexy engineer, Kirsten, the sexy engineer. She's naked, dough naked, as I like to say. That's the way we like to keep her around here, and it helps make the show that much more exciting. Okay, that is weird, though, because then you got Lucas in the room. Okay, that kind of throws the whole thing off. I don't know. See, we'll see how this all works out. I mean, but okay. Moving right along. What was awkward. What were we talking about? We were talking about Gresham? Well, we are going to talk about Gresham today, but I'd like to get to the video of the day right now, which is fast and reliable. This is inspirational video. You know what? It's cold outside. It's wet outside. You don't have this guy's excuse. Here, Kirsten got it started. That was my fault. You do not have this guy. I guarantee no one in this room, no one who's just watching and lurking out there is watching Bike Check right now. By the way, come into the room and join the show. It's so much more fun when you're chatting with us and you have your camera turned on. Either or both. Okay. This guy has got an excuse that beats yours. So when next time you think it's too cold, your ride's too far, it's too hard, you got to get some parts for your bike, any of those excuses, think of this gentleman from B&L Courier Service in New York City. Here we go.
By B&L Courier Services in New York City and New York Films.
My company name is B&L Courier Service. We're fast and reliable. We get your package there delivered in less than an hour. And so give us a call and try us. It's the riding, you know, it's the cycling. I love the cycling. I love the freedom of it. I love seeing the impression on people's face when I pass. It's like they don't realize that I have one leg until I reach like 30, 40 feet maybe in front of them. So this one lady was walking with her kid. She said, you see that guy? When I tell you to do something and you tell me you can't do it, I want you to remember this guy. I lose my leg riding bicycle by saving a kid from getting hit by a truck. I'm riding my bike going home, and this ball come across the street, and a kid was running across, and a truck was coming. So I dived my body off the bike to save the kid from getting hit by the truck, and my leg put on the truck and burst out. After the accident, like 6 months later, I get back on a bike, but my brain, my senses wasn't used to the one leg. So when I got to ride up and I got to pedal with my right leg, it wasn't there, so I fell. Right. So I'd be like, oh damn, I lose my leg, you know. It's just when I came to New York, I was homeless. You know, I used to panhandle, I used to sleep in the shelters. By the time I started asking people for money, there where I figure I was gone. I was gone. I was out of it. Knowing that you're the type was not work for everything that you want all these years, and now you go to a country that you have to ask people for stuff. I mean, how would you feel? You know, you will feel down. You will feel out. You will feel like you have nothing to live for again. My life changed when she picked me up, you know, and everything started coming back into play. She took out money from the bank, like $2,500, put in the house with somebody who she don't know, you know, and telling me if I need money to take and buy whatever I need. I took $1 out of $2,500, I took $1. I still call her on her job and say, bet I took $1. When I get money, I'm gonna put it back, okay? And that was it, you know. That's me, because I don't let people's stuff burn my eyes. If you have something and I want it, I ask you for it. If you tell me no, I can't argue with you. I don't know what you did to get it. You know, so that's me. I'm old-fashioned.
Well, he has one leg. I just figured he could ride or walk, that's all.
Steve say, how you gonna do it? I say, I got my bike. He say, your bike? I say, yeah.
Whatever he can do, you know, he can do.
If I could do the messenger job for Steve and take the same wetting and the same snow and the same rain and everything, then I say, why I can't do it myself? After 6 months, was my first client. And then things start working. I get one client now, I get one client next couple of weeks, and then they start building up. I might be a heck of a boss, a bitch of a boss sometimes, so I can say that.
Fast.
Oh, well, she didn't call it in a rush. So.
That's what she told me, though.
Yeah, but that's what she told you, but she didn't tell me that.
She didn't tell you that.
No. So I can't charge you, I can't pay you for a rush because it wasn't a rush at the time when she called it. But it's something I love to do, I enjoy doing it. You know, the only thing is about the work is, it's kind of frustrating sometimes because, as I said, during the week time, I have to be like hustling to rake and scrape a little change to pay my worker.
1046 Madison Avenue.
I should have had 150 again.
I hope it was.
I make jokes with my guys, I talk to my guys, I make all kind of different jokes with them, you know. So you have a good relationship. I just like them to do what I ask them to do and not what they want to do. You could ride with your bike to 44th Street, right? When you get there, don't park the bike in front of the door. If she's coming out with you, don't let her see your bike, because she's very funny. She don't like people riding with her stuff in the, and don't put it in no bag. Walk, right, if you can ride with it in your hand, ride with it in your hand, but don't put it in your bag, please.
I don't put it in my bag.
Don't put it in your bag. I have a lot of messages out there who not insured and who get hurt, you know. I only hope that they're right when they get hurt, you know. In one day, like 3 guys get killed at messenger job. One get hit by a truck, bus, car, one head fly off his body. You know, it's a lot of tragedy. If somebody calling you, don't look back, because if you hear an accident like that, you know, because it happened to me already. Oh, really? So I learned by all my mistakes. Take your time and ride, you know, and just be careful. Well, the first time I came to New York was to do the New York City Marathon on crutches, and I did it 6 times in New York on crutches.
You know, he gets into sports and stuff like that, so he, you know, tries to compete and win. He gets along as usual, like anyone else. He rides his bike, he does his job. You know, he tries, you know, even though he has one leg, it doesn't stop him, he tries.
Sometimes I scramble every Friday to make payroll. Sometimes I end up with no money in my pocket. You know, so it's like crazy. But I love the job, you know, I love it. I wouldn't leave it for anything else.
Whether the east or the west or the north, up, down, downtown, boogie down, trench town, all over the lot, see? Faster than the bullet trailers, I would tell ya. Sooner than the shuttle.
All right, fast and reliable. And those folks are still in business. You can go to BL&L Courier Service in New York City. I spoke with the director of that movie many years ago. I found this and put it on my podcast back in, I think 2006 or 2007. And spoke with him about putting it up on my site and everything, making sure it was all cool. And they said, yeah, go for it. It actually ended up getting hundreds and thousands of views on Yahoo Video. I don't even know if Yahoo Video is still around, but back then it did. It got lots of views. So it's just a great video. I mean, you know, he kind of lifted him up by himself by the bootstrap. Okay. Actually, he did. He had some help. He had some help from friends, and then he also got it together and did that and created this incredible courier service. So, hey, I see we got Slinky PDX in the room, and looks like she might be firing up her camera. That's awesome. Let's find Joe. Excellent. Giro protagonist. We still have Persona Anonimo in the room. Parley Solaf, and I'm thinking that perhaps Parley's from Gresham. Don't know that for sure. Anime Lover 95. Who's a Stickam person. If you are watching at Stickam right now, or you're just hearing my voice because you are doing something else, but you've left us on, hey, we want you to come and join the room. We want you to fire up your video account so that we can see you and smile and wave and all that kind of stuff. We'd love to chat. If you're watching at crankmychain.tv, which is where we recommend that you watch, it's much better there. Yeah, see, there's Bob waving, smiling. Hi, Bob. Yes, that's right. We love it if you come in. So you're watching Bike Check. We are crankmychain.tv. That's the place to catch it every Monday through Thursday from 9 to 10 p.m. And we got a whole slew of videos, so we got to move fast. News from the occupation. Well, we've got a bunch of folks here from the Bike Swarm, and we've got folks from Occupy Gresham. I almost say that we've got a quorum. I think we have a quorum. And does anybody think that we don't have a quorum between the Occupy Gresham and the Bike Swarm? Okay, I'm going to say up Twinkles for finalizing and say, let's move forward with the January 15th, liberate the BMX skate park in Gresham, liberate Main Street, and occupy Wall Street Pizza in Gresham. Who says up Twinkles? We got up Twinkles over here. Yes, up Twinkles across the board. And Slinky PDX, we've got Twinkles. Let's find Joe says Twinkles. Okay, so we're doing this, hey? Should we do it? Should we go there? Should we ride our bikes from Portland to Gresham? And should we bring lots of people? And then also people in Gresham come and make this thing happen. Okay. Up Twinkles. Yes. Oh, he's going to have to get back to us. No, Giro protagonist, we're counting on you. You're the only one of us who knows how to do a wheelie, for crying out loud. In fact, I was hoping you could do a wheelie clinic or something, get us started on what do you got to do to start learning how to do wheelies. I know it takes a long time to learn how to do it, but maybe you can get us moving in the right direction. I've always wanted to do a wheelie. So, okay, so this is news, folks. You're watching news. You're hearing it first. We've been talking about this for a while. January 15th at noon, Gresham, Oregon. We are continuing. We're not starting a battle here. We are continuing a battle to get the kids their skate park in Gresham to be allowed for bicycle. There's no good reason why they shouldn't be allowed to ride it right in there. But the mayor, the police, the city council, nobody wants to hear the kids who want to get in there and ride their bikes. And even some of the skateboarders are in favor of having them be able to use the park. It's silly that they're not able to do it. Now, we heard that one of the reasons why they may not want kids to be using the skate park in Gresham is because if there's too many bikers there, they're afraid that the skateboarders are going to go ride around and crash into windows and break things and spray paint and do stuff. So it's just like, okay, just put the skateboarders in one spot and leave them there. Okay, don't. The BMXers apparently are, maybe they're marginal, but they're not as bad as the skateboarders. I don't buy any of this, folks. And I don't buy that if we wait around, you know, and that they're going to build you a park, okay? If you're in Gresham, don't listen. They're not going to build you a park, and even if they do, it's going to be crappy. And I've got a video to prove that very same thing. Separate but equal, ain't going to happen, folks. So check this out. This is out of Arizona. We're talking, what two cities? This is Kleinman, which I believe is in the valley near Phoenix, versus Prescott. Now, Prescott allows bikes and BMXers to ride together. Kleinman doesn't. Now, Kleinman is what they built, this park that they built to kind of appease the bikers. You'll see it's a piece of crap. And then you'll see in Prescott how they've got a world-class facility that's used by both. The most important, the reason why I'm saying this is an inspirational video is because the guy from Prescott is amazing. He's the planner, the design engineer for this thing. And he gives all the ammunition that we need to bring to Gresham and any other place that thinks that bikes should not be allowed in skate parks. Let's check it out.
Although there are now 11 public concrete skate parks in the Metro Phoenix area, not one allows BMX bikes. A movement began in 2002 to get cities to provide public, legal places for BMX bike riders to ride. Mesa's response to this movement was Kleinman Wheels Court, which consisted of prefabricated ramps assembled on 4 abandoned tennis courts. It opened on September 13th, 2005.
Kleinman Wheels Park was built in response to requests from citizens from the city of Mesa as well as the other East Valley citizens to look for a place where both bikes and skateboards could ride together. We're hoping that it'll help alleviate some of the problem of bike riders riding at Reed Skate Court. I think it's a good start. We do have a little bit more work to go to make it better for the bike riders.
Kleinman Wheels Park was built to keep kids away from the cement park in Mesa because they're having a big issue with bikes trying to go in there all the time. They tried to make us a good park, but it seems like they went the wrong route and got us a little bit of nothing.
There's practically 5 ramps, and the box jump is completely heinous, and like it's all on this hard asphalt that if you fall on, you're just gonna get eaten up.
I think opening this park didn't meet any of the needs for any bike riders or skateboarders. The surfacing was already fine, and they wasted money redoing it for no reason. They never talked about that in any of the meetings. There was no point in doing it, so I don't really know why they spent probably $5 grand redoing the floor when they didn't need to. This is cheese grater.
So, will Kleinman Wheels Court keep BMX riders out of concrete skate parks such as Reed Skate Court?
I'm going to try and ride the cement parks every day if I can.
I'm still going to ride the cement park.
I've been chased out pretty much every time I've gone there. I mean, it's been as ridiculous as park rangers hopping fences and helicopters chasing us, police just going everywhere like we robbed a bank or something. I mean, it seems like more kids get in trouble for riding bikes than people get in trouble for robbing banks. Mesa spent all this money on a cement park that's not even up to the par as the other city's cement parks. And then they could have easily just let bikes in there and solved the problem, but instead they wasted however much, $20,000 on this place that no one's even going to go to.
That was actually what we thought we could get done in a very quick time with the budget that we had. We were working with virtually no budget.
This 5 ramps take care of thousands and thousands of riders. Not even close.
Mesa tried to do a cheap, affordable fix for a big problem because there's way more kids that are going to start coming here and be very disappointed.
But why would kids be very disappointed if both BMX bike riders and skateboarders advise Mesa on what should be built?
The citizen group that we put together, they provide a lot of great input.
They didn't use any of our input at all. They should take into account for what we say instead of just going another route. Like, they heard us, and then did what they wanted to do.
Mesa spent $20,000 to build Climb and Wheels Court, and $10,000 worth of equipment was donated by a local business as well. Compare this to Prescott, who opened their bike-friendly concrete skate park on November 12, 2005.
The park was built because of the need in the Tri-City area. Bike riders getting hassled with Prescott Valley Park. Chino Valley does have a park.
We had a number of skaters that were throughout the community skating in areas that were prohibited. We didn't really have a place to send them. Mike Fan from Fan Construction began raising funds from multiple sources with a target of raising $150,000 initially to get this project going.
Chino Valley Skate Park is the Tri-City area's equivalent to Climb and Wheels Court.
This park is 100 times better than Chino Valley Park. Chino Valley Park is on an old basketball court. I think it's 2 basketball courts put together. And just pre-manufactured ramps, nothing over 5 foot tall. Obviously wears away. They had problems after a couple months. I mean, once the weather hits it, it's done.
The Chino Valley Park, I've ridden there like twice, and it sucks. The quarter pipes are like 4 foot wide, maybe 8 foot wide, and that's about it. It's too basic.
Prescott decided that instead of building a separate park for bikes, they'd simply allow bikes in their new concrete skate park when it opened. Site Design Group, a skate park design firm based in Tempe, was hired to design the park.
I spent a number of days researching the operation and maintenance of the park, specifically things such as the coexistence of those bicycles and skaters within the same park. And through my research, I learned that I could not find any valid or reasons that I could defend where they should be separated, and where they were not separated, they seemed to coexist fine. So the decision was made to allow bikes and skaters in the same park. I have a lot of confidence that they'll get along just fine.
I think it's fine to have bikes in there because, like, you know, it's just not fair that bikers aren't allowed in there.
I think skaters and bike riders can get along just fine. We do it fine at the other parks, even though we're not allowed. They accept us. Most of them are my friends.
Skateboarders and bike riders get along perfectly at the Prescott Valley Park. They have no problems there. Everybody should get along fine.
So how do bike riders feel Prescott Parks and Recreation provided for their recreational needs?
I think Prescott did a fine job. I don't think they really need to do anything else. They built the skate park that allows bikes. That's all we need.
Parks and Rec did a wonderful job. They allow us in. It makes me less of a criminal.
There was a comment that was made by some bicyclists. They said, you know, it was really nice to be able to ride in a park and not be constantly looking over your shoulder. I'm sure that people from site design, there's some there that don't like the idea that bikers are on it, but I don't care. I don't care if they don't like it, because I know the people using the park will like it. Any time that you can set up guidelines for the operation of a facility that minimizes your requirement to enforce things that you should not do, then it makes the operation and management of facility always easier. Maybe there's a skater out there that says, well, I wish the bikes weren't here, but you know what? When I go fishing to a lake and there's a whole bunch of boats on the lake, I wish the boats weren't there either. But they have as much right to be there as I do.
Okay, hey, if that doesn't give you some ammunition for why we need, why bikes and skateboarders do not need to be separated. One, you create separate parks. The afterthought park for the BMXers is going to suck. Two, you create there's no reason to do it. You create a good park and you get people to ride both. And the thing is if you build a BMX park, then skaters are going to want to go to that park. I mean, potentially, if it's good enough, why not just build lots of parks for the kids? But that is one problem we have. We are in a budget crisis. Gresham is in a budget crisis. They don't have a situation where they can go spend a bunch of money on new parks. So my big warning for folks out there, do not be appeased by the mayor's talk of possible parks in the future. It ain't going to happen. And just, try to get new parks and try to build that up. But don't count on it. I would say work hard for what you got, which is already a great park that you can do right now. And there's no reason why they shouldn't be there. So January 15th, what do we need to do to make it happen? We need to get out all the BMXers in town. We need to get all the bicycle riders in town, Gresham. We need to get churches. We need to get all the different groups, community groups, people who think that kids should be able to go play outside and ride bikes in parks. People who are in favor of that. People, oh my God, kids riding bikes in parks? They need to be arrested! Okay, let me just calm down here for a minute. I cannot stand this thought, though, that kids might ride a bike in a park. It's dangerous, really. It's just it's the kind of dangerous things that lead to, who knows what. Perhaps walking in the park or holding hands in the park. Skateboarding in the park, lying in the grass in the park. Oh my God, these are all horrible things. If it was up to me, I would rip out every single last park around. Seriously. Okay, not seriously. Seriously, we are going to go there. We're going to make some awesome flyers. Giro, protagonist, what do you think about just working something up? And we need to come up with what the thing is called. Like, I was thinking, there's just an idea. We can come up with whatever we want, but like liberate the skate park, liberate the Gresham State Park, liberate Main Street, occupy Wall Street, pizza. Because they have this great pizza restaurant there. So those are the three things that are going to happen. We're going to meet at noon there. We're going to rally. We're going to try to get a permit for some music, play some music. Then we're going to go to, then we're going to ride our bikes around town, especially the old town section of Gresham. And then we're going to stop and eat pizza at Wall Street Pizza, supporting a great local business. This is great. And we're going to try to make fun legal. We're not looking for another park. We're not looking for the cops to just ignore the fact that this is happening, even though they are ignoring the fact that kids aren't riding in this park without helmets. They're not arresting them. Not that I'm saying they should, but they legally should be wearing helmets if they're under 16. They're using other devices besides skateboarders and inline skates. So, the scooters is the one that I saw. They're not arresting those folks and taking their scooters away. So, let's make fun legal. Let's change the rule. And it's going to take pressure on the mayor. They are not interested in listening to this. They're not interested in hearing it. There's no one on the city council who's in favor of this. And the police chief is all about enforcing this law. And they're coming for you next, you grass-laying people who like to lay on the grass. That's going to be the next thing that they're going to outlaw. Seriously. Because if you're lying on the grass, that's going to prevent people from playing croquet. And, seriously. Okay, so we want you to support this. Tell all your friends. Let's make it happen. If you know anybody who's like a hot shot bike daredevil stunt person, if you know the roller skate team, roller derby, what are they called? Rose City Rollers. If you know them, we want everybody out here to make this happen. Sunday after next, 12 o'clock. All right. There we go. We done promoted it. Is there anything else I haven't been looking at the notes here. Is there anything? We may have to get permits to set up tents, but there is a covered area. Yes. Let's set up tents and invite as many anarchists as possible who are masked from Portland, and make sure that they're smoking pot and that they're anonymous. Persona Anonimo, you make sure you get on that, okay? I'll get my bandana friends out there. We'll wave some red and black flags. We are going to tear this up. Now, how to make a Molotov cocktail. We'll be getting into that just after we watch this inspirational video about a young girl, fairly young, who had to get used to the fact that they weren't going to drive her around anymore, and she had to ride on her bike. She didn't like it at first. You're going to be inspired by this. So, here we go. This is from the Oregonian.
I've never really liked biking, nor have I been really good at it. My brother is very good at biking. I'm not. I'm the slowest. I was not so easy to convince. Of course, they didn't need my permission to get rid of the car, but I was very mad. No, I didn't like it at all. I mean, I couldn't even make it to New Seasons, which was 2.5 miles away back then. I mean, I complained going to Trader Joe's, which was less than a mile away. I never even looked up when we drove. I was reading the whole time. I had to learn street signs and how to get places because anywhere we drove here, until we got rid of the car, I didn't actually know how to get anywhere because I never looked up. It got easier and easier, and now it's just normal, though I never thought it would be. I wear tons of layers, long sleeve shirt, t-shirt, and then usually dresses, and then I wear this big crocheted turtleneck sweatshirt, this big turtleneck poofy winter jacket, and then a rain jacket with a hood, which I put over my head, with earbuds so my ears don't get cold, and a helmet on, and 2 pairs of gloves. Yeah, especially when it's cold. I mean, I think about how horrible it's gonna feel, and then I actually get out there and it's not actually that cold. Sometimes in the grocery store they just stare at us because it's too much hassle to take off everything you've put on just to put it on again. So we're usually coming through the store, all of us in bright yellow raincoats with the hoods pulled over and our helmets on. And so some of them will come up and they'll talk to us, go, "You're biking in this weather," and then sometimes cars will slow down and give us a thumbs up because we're biking, or we'll pass bikers and they'll yell at us like, "Way to go!" I'm not even having regrets. I wouldn't, if I could get the car back.
Okay, let it go just a little bit more. But yeah, okay, so here we go. Check this street out that they've got across.
Now, and we wouldn't have to pay for it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to put that pollution back into the world for anything. Sure, of course, when they were going to get rid of it, I also regretted, oh, thanks, now I'm never going to get to learn how to drive the car. You're totally ruining my life, Mom. But no, I don't need it. I drove a car a few times in an empty parking lot. It's fun, but I don't need to. I don't have to. We're saving the environment and we're healthier. And I'm over it now. It's not that hard.
All right, so I love that video because it shows how, you know, they got rid of a car. They've got 5 kids. It's a family of 7. They're in Hillsboro. Okay, this isn't like, you know, inner southeast Portland here. This is Hillsboro, folks. It's not built for bikes. They may have bike paths. They may have lines striped for them, but that doesn't mean it's built for bikes. And they're out there doing this, and she loves it. And she wouldn't want to have it any other way. And sometimes I think that's the thing. You just got to break off the teat of the car, you know, and just do it. And then you don't want to go back. And they're saving tons of money. And I'm sure they can figure out how to do those things that you need to do every now and then with a car, you know, like haul a piano or something. Although there's videos of people hauling pianos out there. If you want to find them, they're out there. We've got Toddless in the room. He says he did 16,000 miles last year. Holy cannoli. Well, you are in the right room right now because you're watching Bike Check, and it's all about bicycles and revolution. We're coming to you with an open mic and an open mind from Portland, Oregon. We've only got a few minutes left, about 10, 11 minutes left, so we can chat about anything anybody wants. You can call the show, 503-683-1666. We can even Skype you in. We've got lots of great material. We're never going to run out of material because every day they're coming up with new, better bike videos. It's amazing. And Toddless wants to show their bike. We'd love to see it. Can you turn your camera on, or do you want to Skype in? We'd love to see it, or we could do it another day. We'd like to hear about. We'd love to interview you. We'd like to find out how you do 16,000 miles, and you know how are your knees, all that kind of stuff. Turn on your camera or Skype into us. My Skype handle is Crank My Chain. I think we'll need to get Kirsten to turn Skype on. to make that happen. And so you do, you put it on rollers as well. Are you counting those miles then for your 16,000 miles, the roller miles? I want to make sure I haven't missed any comments. I don't get to read every single comment that goes by. So if anybody had anything they wanted to say about the Gresham action that we're doing in the next couple of weeks, please mention it. The Bike Swarm is having a meeting this Friday. That's 2 days from now, Friday at 7 o'clock at the AFM 99. And there's Toddless grimacing. That must be a picture. I doubt that that's live. Well, similar position, but different smile and lighting. Okay, it's great to have you in the room, Toddless. We would love, on the name thing, so you're without Todd now? You had a boyfriend named Todd, now you're done? That's my guess. I don't know. Or maybe that's your last name. Anyway.
Oh, she wants to talk about her bicycle.
It's just a nickname. You want to talk about the bicycle. Okay, well, we can talk about that. Let's see the bike. Now, did you mention that...
she's riding it.
She's actually riding the bike. Now this, okay. Okay. Wow, where's my cowbell or something? This is what I want from the show, is like people riding their bikes during the show. Yeah, and there's another bike. This is amazing. Look at that. Ooh, sexy beast. She's powering her computer with the bike. Oh my God. Okay, well, we've got a rock star now in the room.
Super inspirational.
Super inspirational. We said this show was going to be inspirational, but we didn't even know.
Oh, look at all her bikes.
No. So how did you hear about the show, Toddless? Did you come at us from Stickam, or did you hear about the show some other way? We're very curious. Okay, you don't have to type and ride your bike. I mean, just the riding the bike is great. And you're powering the whole internet with your bicycle. So you just happen along. There we were in the live feed in Stickam. Okay. Well, this is great. Let's see. Kirsten's asking if you're from Portland. And she's got clip-in shoes. Are those CDs? STI. All right. And Rhode Island. She's from Rhode Island. And staying up late. Yes. Well, you're going to have the sideshow heading your way here pretty soon, which would be this whole political theater we call the Republican primary race. She's not in San Diego. She's in Rhode Island. RI. Well, this is great. We love having new people in the room, and we love the fact that we've got some really activated people here tonight. Persona Anonimo is helping us out immensely in Gresham, making it happen so that we can get BMXers to ride in the park. We have Anime Lover 95. We've got something special for you tonight. We've got some animation. It's not anime, but it is some amazing, different kind of animation that you will not expect how it's made, and it's being done with a bike. Yes, we are live here every night from 9 to 10, Monday through Thursday. We do this show every night. We show videos. We talk bikes. We talk politics. We talk about news from the occupation. We talk about revolution. It's a lot of fun. It's a party in here. Oh, so cool. Anime Lover loves all types of animation. Well, this is totally new. This is like bicycle and camera combining to make animation. It's really cool. And it's 9:55. That video is pretty short. Is there anything that we need to knock out here? Oh, we do music. Okay, so let's do some music, and then we'll play that. It's, I got it. All right, well, there's that special animation using a combination of frame rate on the camera and a spinning of the bike's spokes and paper cutouts. Pretty cool. And it's about time to get rolling. So we've got lots of fun in Portland, Oregon. You're watching Bike Check, where we talk bicycles, revolution, and putting the fun between your legs. We've got an open mic and an open mind, and we've got a guitar. So tomorrow night will be the last show of the week. Be sure to tune in. We've got a great lineup for you. This is a song that was inspired by Zoo Bomb, which is an activity in here, which does not mean you're bombing the zoo. It means you're bombing down the hill from the zoo in Portland. And we do this every Sunday night. And it's kind of an anarchist activity. And by anarchist, I mean that it's leaderless. It basically just happens. It's an event. And it's a lot of fun and very inspirational. Fun thing to do. Every Sunday, you meet at the Pile downtown, and then you take the Max up to the top of the hill. And it inspired this song. Oh, it's a ton of fun, Slinky. We got to make it happen. When I was young, yeah, little dude, I didn't get too far with my bad attitude. That's when I went to the top of the hill. You're coming down, it was certainly a thrill. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Went to the wise one, here's what she said. Better live your life or you're already dead. And then I went, paid the price and the cost. I gladly paid it 'cause I would have been lost, you know. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Throw me to the curb or into the ditch. I already know that life can be a bitch. And when you're done, throw me under the bus. I'll do my best, yeah, I'm gonna get up. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. This is usually where I have my harmonica solo. So just imagine a virtual harmonica solo. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now I'm rolling, man, I got it going on. Now we're rolling, man, we got it going on. Now we're rolling, man, we got it going on. We got it going on, and we will see you on the other side tomorrow, 9 o'clock, for Crank My Chains, a Bike Check. Thanks so much for joining the room, enjoying the conversation. Just tons of fun tonight. Epic. Yeah. Here we go.
Going on a naked bike ride, you won't believe your eyes. Going on a naked bike ride, it's a full moon surprise. Going on a naked bike ride, got the wind blowing through my hair. Going on a feels so good about me.